Okay. Okay. Do you think that we should have as much freedom as possible?
In what sense? Like,
Just as much freedom as we can.
Well, if we have too much freedom, like we should have freedom, but if we have too much, then we're all gonna go out of control and everything's gonna be chaotic.
Okay, do you believe that we should abolish anything that impedes our freedom?
no.
Why not?
Because some people are too dumb to think of themselves.
So you think that we should
I think we should have
control
guidelines.
things because people are too dumb?
No,
Yeah,
we should
absolutely.
control.
So you think that's the government that should do that?
No.
I mean, yeah,
No,
but like,
because then
not our government is not
because then it
necessarily.
becomes a utopian society.
Okay, wait. My next question is, do you think we have freedom in school?
No.
What? Okay, like it's the kind of thing where you can do whatever you want. There's consequences, as there should be. I guess, yeah, you should be able to do whatever you want, but then like, don't be surprised when there's consequences if you have a shitty life.
So do you think that the government should be involved in educating and enforcing it?
Yes, they should be involved in education. They should have a standard.
But okay, so we have a separation of church and state, right? So don't you think we should have a separation of education and state?
No, because that's a secular versus a non-secular thing versus education is secular like
But
government.
why is it the government's job and not the community or the family?
The government is run by the community, so it's kind of redundant.
No, I know, but if you're gonna have education,
government is
why is the
enforcing
government
what the
the one
community
enforcing it instead of just individual families educating how they believe is best?
Because the government wants a progressive society, and not all families are the most
Okay.
progressive people.
Are you leaving?
I can go through a few more.
Okay. So why do you think when compulsory education was introduced in America in the 1850s, nearly 80% of parents were opposed to it, and many backed up their opposition with guns? Elena, what do you think?
Confused with the question.
How many of these people were from the South?
Well, it was the 1850s.
Actually, that's
so.
probably most of them. It was probably mainly people from the South who didn't want that because they were. It was because they were so spread out. They didn't have any schools. It was all homeschooling, so they didn't want to have to do that. But now it's a lot different because there's actual transportation. You're not riding a horse 30 miles.
Okay,
to a
so
schoolhouse.
simply put, when anything is legally mandatory, it becomes universal, and when anything is universal for long enough, the culture forgets that there were any alternatives originally. So do you think that's what happened in our society? And do you think we should be open with more options for both education and life at a younger age?
I mean, you can drop out of high school, so
Yeah, but like 16.
yeah, okay.
I feel
You should probably know everything in school up to 16.
I mean, you don't want to go to school now that's enforced, but like without school, like in the Renaissance times, I know like a lot of women, they wanted to go to school because they didn't have education, they couldn't read and write. So really, it's a blessing. But when it's forced upon you, just don't.
So they should have the ability to do it, but you don't think that it should be mandatory. So there should be opportunities for everyone to be able to go to high school if they want to, but it not be forced upon them.
Yeah,
I think that
that's
should
how
be the
it
government's
is.
role.
That's how it is, though, right?
Until, like,
Everyone
16 or
has to
17.
go to high school, like pretty much.
Yeah.
You can drop out,
But do you think the kid can make a decision at like 8 or 9 that they do not want to go to high school?
No, because
you
no one
think they
likes
should be
school when you're
forced?
8
that's
or
just gonna be a
9.
bunch of little kids throwing a temper tantrum.
But isn't that kind of a
It's like
way,
after
like,
school,
isn't that
it's
kind of
okay.
like child labor, like child?
No.
Because you're pretty much forcing them to do something for
Okay.
long hours.
Yeah, there should be like life is not just 100% freedom, and if you think that, then you're completely ignorant. You have responsibilities as a person because it's not only affecting you; it's affecting society. So if you're gonna be 9, you're so stupid you can't hold a job, and you have to end up robbing people. Like that's not It's not you. It's like affecting other people too.
Okay,
they
so-
should have it right in saying what happens to the kids.
My last question is probably going to be, do you believe that the legal establishment of schooling leads to the idea that the only way to learn the necessary skills for adulthood is through schools, like 12 plus years of math, English, grades, and grade point averages? It doesn't have to be serious, but... Okay, so my first question is, do you think we should have as much freedom as possible?
Yes, I guess.
Okay.
As students, you mean, or in the United States?
Anyone. I think we should maximize freedom.
Yes, next.
Okay. So do you believe that we should abolish anything that impedes our freedom?
No, because sometimes it needs to be impeded because it infringes on someone else. And so
Okay.
you need some.
Okay. Do you think that students have freedom in school?
Yes.
You do believe that?
I do believe that.
So, but are you allowed to legally not attend high school? Or all of it?
I don't think so. I think there's is
Up until like
laws.
16 or 17.
Yes, you can liberate yourself at, I think it's age 18.
Hey guys.
So you can walk.
Okay, just continue. Okay, do you believe that we have that the government should be involved in education and enforcement?
I'm a private school. I teach in a private school, so I obviously believe private education has some great advantages.
But do you believe in compulsory education for your state?
It's necessary to encourage people to do it. I don't know if it needs to be compulsory.
So you think they should have the opportunity to have it, but they should not be forced?
Yeah, because I don't know how the forcing can be done.
Okay, so we have a separation of church and state, so don't you think we should have separation of education and state?
Yeah, I would love that.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I see the need for government, but it would be great if education were privatized and available to everyone. Because I think you would agree that if everyone could afford it, everyone would go to a private school. Because it's a better, different kind of education.
Okay, probably one of my last questions would be, when anything is legally mandatory, it becomes universal.